Good morning, Brian. I'm Alex McSheridan. I am the captain of the Sunterra Geothermal Collegiate Competition Team, and it's nice to meet you. Thank you for coming today, sir.
Yep, no problem.
Do you want to start off with a little introduction about yourself?
Yeah, so, my name is Brian Kirk. I'm a enrolled tribal member of Citizen Potawatomi Nation, but I've been here at Pawnee Nation since about 2016. Got hired on as the planning director, and then I just kind of worked myself up as right now I'm the acting executive director, so when I'm not acting, I'm really just the executive affairs director here at Pawnee Nation.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, been here for 8 years, worked on numerous projects, but that's a little bit about me, but yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that. We're going to get right into the geothermal stuff. So what is your main concern with geothermal wells or oil and gas wells in your area? Like, are there any issues that y'all are experiencing with that?
Not at the moment. I think most of our stuff is really just kind of, or the last couple years, it's really been more the ejection side of things. It's been,
Those
causing a
earthquakes
little
and
bit
shutdown,
of disruption with the earthquakes and stuff. But with the geothermal in the wells and things like that, it's been kind of, at least on some families, it's been kind of profitable on different areas. But with us, it's just kind of, we're new to it, so it's just kind of understanding how that could be beneficial to us. I think one of the biggest things on the nation side of it is really trying to go down the avenue of like coming up with some clever ways just to offset some of our utility costs.
Yeah.
There's been different conversations, different approaches that we're trying to look at, and this one's a new endeavor. And then all the wells that we have on tribal property, this could be something that could kind of, be a lot bigger, just on a grander scale, just because of all the land masses that we have.
Yeah. So do you think with all of the land mass and abandoned oil and gas wells that Pawnee has, that it could be a good potential for geothermal energy?
I think so. It's just really looking at the opportunity there, but what would like the maintenance be on it? I'm new to it, so I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know there's hundreds, if not thousands, of untapped wells, and then how could we reutilize those? I think that could be something that we can definitely explore. Just because right now it's just sitting there.
Yeah, not making any money or not
so
saving
we
any
can
money.
put something in use.
Yeah.
Could be beneficial, even if it's not us, or if it's something that we can tap in and look at expanding. If it's like housing or wherever we want to put additional buildings, it could be beneficial there. It's just really looking at like who would be responsible, who would maintain, or does it require a lot of maintenance? If it's not, I don't think it'd be so much concerning on our side, but working that relationship with maybe others, especially like BIA and stuff. So
yeah, gotcha. Do you think geothermal energy could help Pawnee in any way?
Well, yeah. I mean, our utilities rates are through the roof, just because of who we buy from. So it could be not just to the tribe, but just tribal members alone. It could be offset some of that. So it could be highly beneficial. Just kind of offset some of that cost, because I know we spend thousands and thousands of dollars just on utility.
Yeah, I think the municipality costs for Pawnee for the kilowatt hour for residential, I want to say 14.9 cents per kilowatt hour, and I think the average of Oklahoma is 9 cents. So I mean, it's almost double the electrical cost, and it's just like holy moly. So if we can cut back that energy usage through the municipality, then that would be, I think, super beneficial. I'd hope, at least that's our goal.
Yeah, I think that would. And then we can always reinvest that somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can open up a lot more avenues as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just using that cost savings, seeing where it takes us.
So then, along the lines of other avenues, is there anything else that you would like to be achieved with geothermal, or if you can save half of your electrical costs, where would you like that money to go for the Pawnee citizens?
I mean, there's new things that we can look at of how that can impact geothermal. I mean, we can be, some type of, pilot program, or just kind of be, front leaders on that. I know this is kind of new to everything. We'd be interested in possibly looking at that, but just, you know, reinvested in other areas, you know, whatever, you know, green movement that we're making. I know we're doing some with solar. You know, could that cost savings be where we still do geothermal, but it's not maybe oil and gas, but it's just buying a whole geothermal for a building itself that sits, you know, along. You know, some of our buildings have that.
Doing like a geothermal heat pump system?
Yeah, you know, so we can still reinvest in that realm if we wanted to, especially as we get new buildings built. But, you know, just maybe looking at different options if that's planning or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
And then, how will this help the average citizen of Pawnee?
I mean, just lowering their utility bills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that puts more food on the table. That helps, you know, them have a little bit more funding to do certain things with their families, or you know, just take care of the necessary items that they need. But that would probably be the most impactful. But, you know, hopefully it's also a wake-up call maybe to the, you know, the city as well. It's like, okay, how can they restructure their budgeting? You know, they're looking at maybe the utility cost is their only revenue source. What could they do if that's, you know, increasing, you know, small-scale taxes to kind of help offset some of that?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's different mechanisms that they can incorporate, but, you know, hopefully it could be, you know, a wake-up call to them, because if we're being innovative on our side, just because we're trying to look for our best interests from a nation standpoint, especially from a travel standpoint.
You can force them to look at other.
Well, they're going to get, you know, they're going to get hit one way or another too.
Yep.
So they're going to have to, you know, readjust. But, you know, really it's just, that's what we would like to do, is just, you know, utilize some of that stuff so we can, you know, provide more services. So that's another way that we can look at how this can impact, is providing more direct assistance or other social service programs to, you know, put that money in other realms depending on the need of the public. And then households themselves, I mean, we're seeing inflation, groceries going up. This can be a way to offset some of that.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for answering those questions, sir. I appreciate you for your time.
All right, thank you.